Hey everyone, it's Velazquez here, and our focus for today is inspired by Kylie Jenner. I really love her style, her hair, and her fashion, and I remember her growing up on the first season working on Keeping with the Kardashians. So we're starting with today's complexion using Gleam and Body Radiance in the color Light Gold as a foundation primer. Using the face and body brush just all over the face, onto the neck, décolleté, and your collarbones. I'm going to highlight using a couple shades lighter from my model skin tone. This is MAC Cosmetic Gel Fluidline in MW15, using brush number 225, which is like a finger. So it's great to really evenly distribute and blend around the eye area, onto the lip, cupid's bow, and chin. For complexion, I'm going to be using Airbrush today, and my favorite brand is Velazquez Studio Airbrush. Make sure you can get your discount using LA Makeup Andrew code on the entire website. So this particular foundation is by Velazquez Studio, and it is a couple shades lighter from my model skin tone because I'm almost bleaching out her skin tone, giving her a very matte complexion like Kylie's. And I'll be adding the highlight and contour on top of this. Still using Velazquez Studio Airbrush foundation, I am contouring on the jawline, cheekbone, hairline, and a little bit onto the neck. Always airbrush over the concealer because it looks a little bit more natural, and the longevity is a lot better. To set this, I am going to be using Gleam and Body Radiance in Rose Gold, and this product, if you haven't smelled it already, smells really good. You can also get your 10% discount using Andrew 10 code. Moving on to the eyes. My favorite eyeshadow primer, Kat Von D, with brush number 252, all over the eyelid, onto the brow. Even if it gets on the brow, it's okay because it's a primer. But I love this primer, it works for everyone, and it just ensures the longevity. To highlight underneath the brow bone, we're going to be using a matte color called Mylar. All the eyeshadows are going to be very matte finish today. Nothing with too much shimmer. On the eyelid, we're using Bamboo eyeshadow. Kylie has that really like round eye. It's very large and just big. It's not super winged out. So for the crease, we're using my favorite eyeshadow called Ochre, and we're just staying on the natural round part of the contour, as opposed to winging it up and out like for a 1950s or a classic makeup. So using brush number 224 and just sticking onto the actual round part of the eye, when you're looking down you can really see that the ball, and that's what you want to focus on. We're not going to connect the crease, we're actually going to be doing like a disconnected crease and focusing on the other round part of the inner corner of your eye when you're looking down, closest to the side of your nose. Just leaving that area in the center blank, and we're going to add an extra highlight going back with the color of Mylar that we used earlier onto the eyelid. This is what's going to make it pop and give it that round effect. My models are always cracking up and they don't stop talking, so sorry if you see their mouths like chipmunks. Alright, moving on to the eyebrows. We're going to be using MAC Cosmetics Dipdown in Fluidline Gel Liner. It's just a great color. It is actually an eyeliner, but I love it for the brows because it defines really, really well. Kylie's eyebrows are very high defined. They're not too full as the rest of her sisters. So I am giving it more of an angular look and giving it more of a higher arch. But it's not going to be too long on the tail. This actually complements the round part of the overall look that we're going for. My favorite lashes, Chanty eyelashes, and this series is a double layer series in number 10. Make sure you get your discount. I think it's 30% discount on all Chanty eyelash products. You're going to set this using MAC Cosmetics False Lash Mascara on the bottom, and on the top this will really secure your natural lash into the false lash so it lasts longer throughout the day and it just looks more natural and super feathery like Kylie's eyes. As you can see, I like to really get in there, so my biggest pet peeve is to see that space between your natural lash and the actual false lash. Using the Melanie Mills Artist Palette, I use Boot Black Liquid Liner to just distribute it onto the actual eyelid. This is going to seal the false lash. Kylie's winged out liner is like a baby winged out liner, so it's not super cat eye. It's just a very cute little baby wing out liner. This also complements the round effect of the eye that we're seeking. Inside the waterline, we're going to be using a pale yellow pencil, also complementing the round part. And moving on to the lips. So we're going to prime the lips using Studio Fix powder, and we're using a combination of 2 lip liners. The first one is called Whirl, and this is to define the outside of the lip. I am obviously giving it more of a fuller, volumed effect, just like Kylie's lips. So I am going over my model's lips on the top as well as the bottom, focusing on the center. I'm going to fill it in using the other lip liner called Slightly Off. These are both matte, and just keeping it very creamy using lipstick in Faux. So no gloss is necessary for this look. It'll actually last longer too. Moving on to the hair. Kylie's hair is obviously chemically treated and bleached out, but for something really quick, you can use the Anastasia Hypercolor in Teal, and creating that ombre effect, just focusing on the ends of your hair. You're gonna lock this in with hairspray. It's a one-time kind of thing, and it washes out with shampoo. It's really fun, and just make sure you're not wearing white, and just also kind of drape yourself so it doesn't get all over your clothes. And there you have it, Kylie Jenner inspired makeup. Enjoy!